Next thing we have is Between the Lines. This week, big thing that I had between the lines, my favorite game of the week, Golden State versus Boston, 109 Golden State, 105 Boston. Kyrie versus Steph was a point guard scoring battle.
Yes.
You have Kyrie stat line, 37 points, 4 assists, 13 of 18 from the field, 5 of 6 from three-point range. You got Steph, 49 points, 5 assists, 16 of 24 from the field, 8 of 13. There was no offense. This was an all-star game performance for each of them. What do you take of that game? Is Steph the better player? Is Golden State the better team? Or is this just a one-off game where two guys were just going after it and both teams
I don't
sat
think it's a
back?
one-off game. I know we talk a lot about on the show about Steph and how he's not as elite as the other guys. The thing with Steph is he does performances like this where he could just ball out. Like, it's scary. Like, if he really wants to, like, turn a switch sometimes, he could turn a switch. When he's healthy, there is not many NBA players that are better than Steph Curry. But on that end, there's also Kyrie Irving. I mean, I think it was just one of those games where it was just two good teams going at it. I don't think it shows that the Golden State's better than Boston and that Kyrie's not as good as Curry. I think it's just one of those games where you're going to see guys when they play their best, when they play the best teams, they're going to play their best. So
I think it was a great example, though, of the difference in the game between Kyrie and Steph. Kyrie's game has always been about his handle, and Kyrie can get to the basket pretty much at will.
Yeah.
But getting to the basket and getting 2 points is fantastic. And, again, he shot a better percentage from the fields. He shot better from three-point range. The big disparity you see is that Steph scores 12 more points, and he only makes 3 more shots. And that difference is the fact that he's making more three-point shots than Kyrie. Kyrie shot 80% from three-point range in the game. Kyrie's idea of always getting to the basket and breaking offense down, current NBA structure, you got to shoot those threes more. You shoot 5 of 6 from three-point. You didn't shoot enough.
Yeah.
Steph literally outshot him by double, from three-point range. And if he had just taken those extra shots on a night where you were hot and your hand was hot, chuck up some more threes. You got an open look, even if it's slightly contested, shoot it. And that's one thing that Steph does. Steph has earned his right to just every three-point shot he makes can be a heat check shot. Mm-hmm. He could be 5 feet behind the three-point line and shoot it. And he's got extreme confidence that it's going to go in because he's made it enough times. But also, nobody's going to be like, oh, Steph lost the game because he missed a bunch of those. Everybody's like, hey, you might lose a couple of games because of that, but you're going to win a bunch of games you shouldn't win because of this. And in a game where Boston lost by 4 points, the difference in the game is Steph is taking more threes. And
risk reward.
And I look at that and I say Kyrie's got to adapt a little bit to that situation because he just shoots more threes in that game. That game's a different game. And it's a mindset shift for him from his play style. Uncle Drew's got to take some more threes, stop getting to the basket as often. Because I think this is the same kind of stat line that you'll end up seeing in the playoffs. It's what you would see in a finals game where Kyrie and Steph are going to have these nights where it's just them versus the world. And how does that look? I got to see Kyrie take more 3 points.
Fair.
Next thing between the lines, it's a little jump ahead between the lines. It's a prediction of what's going to happen between the lines. Super Bowl is this Sunday. Who do you have and why?
Patriots.
Give me a score.
31-24.
31-24 Patriots. I am going to go 31-28. And I'm flipping it. I think it's Eagles.
It's Patriots. That's my reason. It's the Patriots. It's Tom Brady. It's Bill Belichick. It's the Patriots. Tom Brady's laughing at media day. He knows he's going to come in there and just show the world, all right?
Just because he's been there so often. He's so calm about it. It's just the Super Bowl. I've already won 5 of them.
I'm there. It's just my casual Sunday in a February.
What do I need to worry about? I've been here before. I've gone. The one, and I would normally say, hey, the Patriots look really weak for a while. I still think that last week's game, to have to come back from 10 points down to Jacksonville at home is concerning to me they were the Patriots. They did it at the end of the game. I don't think the Jags were that strong. Nobody thought they were that strong. They played the Bills. They have to go for it on 4th and 2 to score their only touchdown of the game. Then they blow out the Steelers But the Steelers' offense in the second half, every time they touch the ball, they score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, like, that game doesn't look really like Jacksonville strong. And then Jacksonville is whooping down on the Patriots. And I get Gronkowski gets knocked out. But then you see the next game, and the next game is an extremely strong Vikings team that's got every storyline. Their defense is amazing. They fly to the ball. Their offense is balanced. They've got receivers on the outside. They've got strong running backs supporting them. Their offensive line moves.
They got bodied.
And they got bodied. They got run out of the building. They didn't look like they belonged on the field. And the Eagles looked like every facet of their team is unreal. Unreal. Your quarterback can make it rain. You have wide receivers across the board. Your running game is intense. Like, you can hand it to Jay Ajayi. You can hand it to LeGarrette Blount. You need a yard, that team can get a yard. You're not stopping that team if they need 1 yard. And
We'll see. We'll find out. I gotta go Patriots.
On defense, the Eagles' defense looks so real. And
they have confidence, I'll give you that. They have a lot of confidence, a lot of team chemistry, I'll give you that, and that goes a long way. But when you're playing my boy Tom Brady,
don't call him your boy.
Because he's not my boy, I hate him. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, it's game over.
Guys, usually we don't ask for it, but if you're in the comment section and you're watching it, we want to hear your guys' Super Bowl predictions. Who do you think's going to win? What do you think's going to be the score? I feel like we should give somebody something, or we could
TB12.
Yeah, we'll give you a session at TB12 if you predict it correctly.